Okay, welcome guys to the Electronics, Computer Instrumentation and Mathematics channel. Today, we are going to provide solution to the computer hardware maintenance, a tutorial problem presented earlier on this channel. You can see it here. So you can go back to the channel and see the questions to the problems that we are going to present solutions to right now. So you can see it on the channels some 2 weeks ago. The tutorial problems were presented in the channel, and now we are going to provide solution to these tutorial problems. Okay, so don't skip any part of this video. Watch to the end so that you can learn all the needed parts to learn more about computer hardware maintenance. So the first problem as we have here is to explain briefly the functions of the power supply unit of the computer system. Briefly, the computer power supply unit supplies power to all parts of the computer system. It converts the mains AC supply to a stepped-down DC supply and 3 voltage levels, namely 12 volts, 5 volts, and 3.3 volts. So what the computer power supply does is to take in the AC mains, 220 volts, for instance, in this country, in Nigeria, and converts that to DC and steps it down and converts it to DC. And then 3 voltages are provided in DC form, 12 volt, 5 volts, and 3.3. And these voltages are connected to various parts of the computer through the motherboard, to the hard drive, to RAM, to every other parts of the computer system takes power from the power supply unit. And that is the function of the power supply unit of the computer system. All right. So if you write this short information here, you get 2 points. Okay. Now we want to move on to the second question. Second question here says, it is desired to assemble any computer system with the components power rating in the table. Now you are to determine the rating required for the power supply units. Okay, we have the table here. So the items on this table are to be installed on a new PC. So we have these items and their power rating. So we need to determine the rating for the power supply units that should be installed into this computer system. We have the accelerated graphic ports, that is AGP card. It can take 20 to 30 watts. Peripheral component interconnects, PCI card, 5 watts. Small computer system interface, SCSI, PCI card, 20 to 25 watts. Network interface card, 5 watts. CD-ROM drive, 10 to 25 watts. 4 GB RAM, 2.2 per 128 MB. And HDD, that's the hard drive, disk drive, 12 watts. The motherboard without the CPU or RAM can take up to between 20 to 30 watts. And then 2 sets of CPU, 30 watts each. So these are the components to be installed. So this is very interesting. Now, it will be easier, more advantageous to present the solution to this problem in tabulated form, because the question came in tabulated form also. So let us see how we go about that. So we have the table here. So all the power ratings that were given in a range, we're going to pick we're going to utilize the peak, the maximum, the highest value in the range. For instance, the AGP card here, item number 1, we use 30 watts. Also, PCI card, we use 25 watts. CD-ROM drive, we use 25 watts. Motherboard, also, we use 30 watts. Now, for the RAM, we are told that each RAM the RAM consumes 2.2 watts per 128 MB. So we need to determine how much 128 megabytes is available in 4 GB RAM. Then you multiply that by 2.2, and that's what gives us a 7.4, as you can see here. So it appears we are going to have about 4 128 megabytes in 1 gig. So we multiply that by 4. By 4 gig, we have 16. So we multiply by 2.2. Sorry, we have 8 units of 128 megabytes, 8 units of 128 megabytes in 1 gig. So in 4 gig, we have 4 times 8, that is 32. So we now multiply 32 by 2.2, then you have 70.4 watts. That's the total consumed by the RAM, by the 4 gig RAM. Also for the CPU, we have 2 sets of CPU and each consume 30 watts each. So that means the total power rating for the CPUs for the 2 sets is 30 multiplied by 2. We have 60. We have 60 watts. Now we sum up all the power here in this item in this table for all the items, and we arrive at 261.4 watts. 261.4 watts. All right. Now, when you are installing a new PC like this, you do not go ahead and install the calculated value of the summation of all the power rating or the components. You need to add 25% more to that. So you calculate 25% of 261.4. And then whatever you get, you add it to 261.4. If you do that, you will arrive at 326.75 watts. 326.75 watts. That is 0.25 multiplied by 261.4 plus 261.4. So it gives us 326.75 watts. So the total required for the computer system, the total power required is 326.75. We added 25% more power rating to the power supply units because the PSU need to be a little bit increased for the future use. In the future, more components may be needed to be installed into the PC. Each component you are bringing will require additional power, will be demanding more for more power from the power supply units. For that reason, you need to increase the power rating of the power supply unit right now to accommodate such future expansion of the computer system. That is why we added 25% more power to the total obtained right now, and that gives us 326.75. Now, you cannot go to the market and be looking for 326 watts PSU. So what do? You take this power, 326.75, to the next available value. So that means you are still going to add more power to that. And the next available value is 350 watts. So you can go to the market and demand for 350 watts PSU for the new system to be installed. And that is how this is done. That is how the calculation is carried out. I hope this is clear. If you have any question, please make your comment in the comment section. I'll be glad to respond to your comments. All right. So let's now move on to the next question. The next question requires that we should describe the necessary activities to be carried out to use a PC as a television set. You want to use your PC, your desktop computer, as a television set. So what do you do to such a computer? What you need to do is to install an adapter card called the TV tuner card. You will install the TV tuner card onto the PC, onto the motherboard. So the adapter card will be installed into an available expansion slots on the motherboard. So expansion slots have been provided on motherboard. Now, if there was no available expansion slot, it will be needed to actually upgrade the motherboard to accommodate the installation of the TV tuner card. So when you install the TV tuner card, you plug it into the adapter, to the expansion slots on the motherboard. Then you now plug in the antenna to the back of the computer. All right. Then the computer will be turned on and driver will be installed. The TV tuner card driver will be installed onto the computer, and then the computer is ready to work as a TV. So these are the activities needed to be carried out on a PC to be used as a television set. Okay, that's all. We're moving on to question number 4. We are to list and describe activities that can be regarded as computer software maintenance. Only 3 are needed, and we have so many activities that can be regarded as computer software maintenance. So we have various ones listed here. You can list any one. For instance, updating antivirus. We can do this once per week. This is a computer maintenance, a software maintenance activity. Also, you can run the command check disk to actually check the status of your hard drive. So you run the command check disk. It's a computer maintenance, computer software maintenance activity. Again, updating the operating system. If the operating system needs updating and you see the updates on your system, you need to install them. It's a form of software maintenance. Then unused program on the computer system. Any unused program should be deleted in order to free the computer to have let the computer have more space to operate. Backing up system files. Yes, especially when you have external drive, you can back up the files into external drive. Likewise, regular scanning with antivirus. If you have a updated antivirus, that's one aspect of using antivirus. The other aspect is to regularly scan this entire system with antivirus. From time to time, we do that. And the last one is a correct use of firewall. The firewall setting on your computer, you need to set it properly to achieve its purpose. All right. So these are various activities that can be carried out and so many more to on a computer to be regarded as a software maintenance. All right. And so if you write any 3 out of all this or anyone related, you get 3 points. You get 3 points. Now the last problem is question number 5. We are to explain briefly the term compatibility in upgrading the RAM module of a computer system. What does it mean when you upgrade the RAM module and we're talking about compatibility? What does it involve? Compatibility means that the RAM works right with your computer, and not compatible means that it does not work with your computer system, and then it will keep it for booting and then making it crash regularly, and so on and so forth. So a RAM needs to be compatible with the computer in terms of physical shape with the motherboard. It must be compatible in terms of data transfer rates with the motherboard. So it must also be compatible in terms of form factor and the clock speed. Clock speed. The form factor has to do with probably the physical shape of the RAM, and then the clock speed, the way at the rate at which it's being clocked, it must be compatible with the motherboard. When you have that, then you say that the RAM module is compatible with your computer system. So that is what we mean by compatibility when we are upgrading RAM. Upgrading RAM means there was a RAM before, then we need to increase the capacity of the RAM to give the computer more space, the RAM space to operate. So we can actually add more RAM or remove the old one and bring in new one that has higher capacity onto the RAM. But you must consider the compatibility issues that have been mentioned here. If these are not met, if these criteria are not met, then the RAM is incompatible with the computer system. So these are solutions to the problems that are presented on this channel about 2 weeks ago. So do go through, don't skip any part of the video, and make your comments at the comment section. I would like to respond to your comment. Don't forget to like and share the video, and also hit the notification bell so that you get notified when more interesting videos like this are being uploaded onto the channel. The channel is Electro-Teach, channel of computer, electronics, computer, instrumentation, and then mathematics. So until another time, I say thanks for watching and bye-bye.